247 pages, 88,059 words. I'm still not done printing. That's on page 60. It's gonna be a while. My office smells like toner ink, like it's overwhelming because I've got my story printed. And I don't know why it said 247. It looks like it was still loading. So it was actually not 247 pages. It actually turned out to be 420 pages. And this took forever to print. It took me about a half hour just to get it to print because my computer was being slow and I had to restart the computer. Okay, so yeah. It was really hard to print this thing, but it's done. I have finally printed my Stormchaser story. This is the first time I have printed this. Okay, so what I did this morning was I actually went through some scenes. I had added some new scenes yesterday. I've been having a really good writing spell lately. And so those new scenes, I added some more to it. I made some corrections, and I think I've got the majority of the scenes that I want, like the new scenes that I wanted to add. I think I'm going to get a better idea once I'm able to actually read through the hard copy and I can make notes on it and I can decide how I want it laid out. So what comes next? Well, I'm going to read through this. I am going to start the editing process. And I'm also going to divide it into chapters because I have not divided it into chapters yet. And I used to not write that way. It used to be when I would write, okay, chapter 1, and then, okay, that's a good place to end chapter 1. And then I would start chapter 2, and then I'd start chapter 3, and so on and so forth. But what would always happen would be that I would come up with a new scene or, you know, a brand new scene, or oh, this could be a brand new chapter, but I would need to fit that brand new chapter in the middle of the story, right? Yeah, what would happen would be I would need to actually renumber my chapters. And it got so annoying. I hated going back and having to renumber the chapters, and I couldn't do it anymore. And then I read somewhere online, someone was talking about their writing process, and they said that they did not divide their stories into chapters until after they had finished the first draft. And I thought, hey, that's actually kind of a cool idea. Just writing all the scenes down in the order that you want them to, and then going back after the fact and adding the chapters. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to decide where I want my chapter breaks. It's going to have a lot of chapters because this is a long story. It's 88,000 words, which is actually way longer than I thought it was going to be. If you ever watched my videos when I was doing the story, I was like, oh, I think this is going to be like maybe 70,000, 75,000. I don't have that much more to go. And it kept being longer and longer and longer. And yes, now it's 88,000 words. Now, of course, that's just first draft, so I don't know how much of that word count will remain after I do the edits. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the edits, and I'm really excited that I'm at this point in this story to be talking about doing edits. And because, you know, I was thinking today, I was thinking that 2021 has really been a terrible year of writing for me. It has. I mean, yes, I published a story and it's great. And I finished the first draft of my NaNoWriMo story. But everything else that I have worked on has been a struggle. I have been struggling with the Rachel and Chase story. I have been struggling with the third Anna story. I mean, I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, like I don't know how many scenes. I have like a handful of scenes for the third Anna story, and I'm just completely stuck on that. I haven't been able to finish it. And then, of course, the first Anna story, 6th Grade Changes, is going over just a complete rehaul. So yeah, it's just not been a great writing year for me. I have struggled a lot with my stories, but this story is the one I feel like I am most excited about. And I don't know if I'm going to publish this next or not. I mean, I really don't know, because my plan was to start publishing the Anna stories since they're YA. And I kind of wanted to like publish my YA stuff first and then publish the romance, but I don't know, like, you know, I feel like I'm just gonna publish whatever story I can finish first. Like, when I say finish, I mean like completely edited and polished and ready to go. Maybe it'll be the Stormchaser story, maybe it'll be the Anna story, maybe I'll finish it, I don't know, but I'm excited to get working on this. So I've got my little sticky notes here, and funny story, I dropped these sticky notes, and I had them in like bunches, and I dropped them, and most of them stuck together, but there were a few that I had to figure out how to put together. I don't want to drop these again, because I don't want these to get out of order, because I need to put these on the wall. And I say I'm putting them on the wall. I'm not putting them on one of my boards, because all of my boards are currently in use, but I do have some wall space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out all of my sticky notes, and I'm going to make some new sticky notes for all of the new scenes that I added. Maybe make notes of anything that I need to change. It's just nice to have them all laid out. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to take a break from this, because my office still smells like printer toner, and it's starting to make my head pain. I've had a headache all day, so it's kind of like it's making my head pain just a little bit. So I'm going to take a break from this, and I'm going to put this, well, first I'll put this in a notebook. And later, maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, I don't know, but or maybe later tonight, but later tonight or later tomorrow, I will get started on this. Yes, here it is. I got it in the notebook, and I can't wait to like flip through and read it all again. But oh my God, 400 pages. That is, wow, that's a lot of pages. Correction, 420 pages. It's a lot of pages. Okay, so it's Monday morning. I've had my coffee, and I've gotten dressed, and I'm ready to get to work. And I'm actually off work today because it's a holiday, and normally at this time I would be driving to work, but now I've got a holiday, so I have time to work on story stuff. And later today I'm going to be hanging out with my family, so that's going to be like after lunch. So I have some time before lunch to work on all this stuff. So I have my sticky notes, and I think so, like what I said last night, I'm going to put them on the wall, and I'm going to read through my story, which is not going to happen in one day. I'm going to take this week to read through the story, but I'm going to divide the story into chapters. There are a few places in the story that I have marked chapter, like chapter break, possible chapter break, but nothing has been officially decided yet. But as I read through this, I will decide where I want those chapter breaks, and having the scenes up on the wall where I can see them, having them all like laid out, that'll help me decide where I want those chapter breaks. All right, so I've already picked out a space on my wall, and I'm gonna get to work. Okay, note to self, if you have a story that's about 88,000 words, it's going to take up a lot of wall space. I actually almost ran out of wall space, so I had to like go way down here and then like put some up there as well. But here it is, yay! Okay, so this is the full view of it. So as you can see, I had so many sticky notes. I had to go close to the floor. For some reason, I thought this whole space would be enough, but as I was putting them on the wall, I realized I have a lot of sticky notes because this is a lot of scenes. This isn't even all of the scenes because, you know, I've added some new ones and those aren't even on there yet. So that is the Stormchaser story outline. And so if you've watched my sticky note videos, you know what these mean, but if you haven't watched them, I'll just tell you now. I like to use the pink ones to indicate the month. The yellow ones are just the scenes. The blue ones are scenes too. They just weren't. They were just usually scenes that I didn't know where they would fit in, but now they have fit in. And I like to use highlighters to indicate whose point of view it is. So yeah, that's it. And that's a lot of sticky notes. Okay, so I have the notebook of my story. I've got a pen. This is one of those pens that's got like different colors on it. I don't think I'm going to start off with the red pen because I'm not ready for the red pen yet. So I guess I'll start off with the blue. Usually I would like to do a purple pen, but my purple pen is kind of about to run out of ink, so I'll just start with the blue pen. And this edit is not going to be so much grammar and typos. I mean, of course, if I run across grammar and typos, I will correct that. But this edit is going to be more of like I guess like maybe a developmental edit. I want to make sure all the plot points make sense. I want to make sure all the weather terminology is correct. I want to just make sure there's no inconsistencies, no things that I left out, you know, no subplots that I left, you know, not addressed or anything like that. So that's what I'm going to do in this edit. And then in following edits, then that's when I'll tackle the sentence structure. But like I say, if I run across anything that needs to be fixed during this edit, of course, I will go ahead and mark that down. So yeah, this might take a while, so I'm going to get started on it. Okay, I don't know how much is going to get done tonight because I just got out of the shower and my hair is soaking wet and I'm tired. I've had such a long day. I have had a Monday on a Tuesday and I was so tired last night and I didn't feel good, so I didn't do like any editing last night because I went to bed like super early. I did not feel good, and so today has been, like I said, it's been Monday on a Tuesday, but it's 7:10 now, so I think maybe I will do like a little bit of editing, and then I've got to dry and straighten my hair because it's just driving me crazy, and I'm probably not going to get a lot done right now. I've got 30 pages edited so far, or I've read through 30 pages, and I will continue to work on it this week. But yeah, I'm tired, so I don't think I'm going to get too much done tonight. Alright, I'm going to straighten my hair while I do this video. So, I did some editing. And, I mean, not a lot of editing. And when I say editing, I'm not really just, I'm not doing a complete edit yet, you know. If I come across a typo, I fix the typo. But right now, I'm trying to, like, come up with inconsistencies. And, like, one of the inconsistencies in my story is, like, how does Kit, like, when she's in the hospital, she's taken to the hospital, like, how does she have her cell phone with her? So I need to make sure I address that she has her cell phone in her pocket, because she uses her cell phone to call her dad. And then, like, the other thing is that I have her friend Melissa, like, saying the next day, she's, like, saying, you know, she's saying that Kit, like, always loses her keys and her phone. But, like, not once do I have her losing her keys and her phone in the story. So, she doesn't really lose that stuff. So, that doesn't even make sense. So, I just need to take that line out. So, I've been doing, like, little editing like that. Just, like, you know, just making notes and trying to figure out what does it make sense and how can I make it better. And my hair is just not wanting to straighten as well as I want it to. I probably won't do any more editing tonight because it's almost 8 o'clock. And that means I'm going to watch General Hospital on Hulu. So, maybe in the morning. Okay, there may be a slight change in plans. For some reason, General Hospital is not on Hulu. And I don't know why, because usually it's on after 8 o'clock. It's on there, but it's not on there. So, it's just like the universe telling me I need to go work on my story instead, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little bit. I'm kind of tired, so I don't know how much I can do. I was just like really hoping to like sit down and relax and watch my show, but I guess that's not happening tonight, so. Alright, I'll read a little bit of my story, and then at least I can say that I did some work. Okay, it's Wednesday, and I have about 40 more minutes left before I have to leave for work. So I've already gotten ready for work, and so all I have to do is just walk out the door when it's time for me to go. But I think what I'll do in this time is I'll try to get some editing done, so I've got some time. And I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here because I want to get it posted tomorrow, and so I want to have time to do all the editing and stuff tonight. So I'm going to end it here. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you're working on, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!